Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to another Tuesdays with Theresa. I am recording this ahead of time because I'm headed out to Chicago for our leadership summit, the Wire to Win conference, with Avon's top leadership representatives at Avon Corporate. So I'm not going to be here Tuesday night to do a call, so I'm just going to put up this video for you. I am Theresa Paul. I'm a Silver Executive Unit Leader, Silver Executive Leader, I will never get these titles right, with Avon, and I am also a McConnell Club seller. I'm nothing special, but I dream. And my dream was to be, to be a stay-at-home mom, and I was, but eventually we needed some extra money when the kids were little. So I became an Avon representative, and I sold for a while. And you guys, some of you know this part of the story, that I didn't do so well and I quit. But I didn't want to give up that dream of being a stay-at-home mom. I didn't want to go get a job, so I started selling Avon again. And I just really needed the money, okay? So I'm nothing special. I didn't have an upline. I didn't have the internet. I didn't have Facebook. I never went to an Avon meeting. And I didn't have a lot of money to spend on brochures or anything, but what I did have was my mouth and some time. So I used that to find new customers and to build my business so that I could stay home with my kids and have the extra money that we needed, but still be able to take them to their basketball games and their scout meetings and their baseball games, and just to be able to be, going on the field trips with them and to be the lunch mom at school. So that's what I wanted to do, and Avon helped me do that. But eventually, I need a little more money. And it never occurred to me, you guys know this part too, I've talked about it before. So I got the job, and I didn't like working, and I still had that dream of being a stay-at-home mom. So I kept building my business so that I could keep the dream alive of being able to be home with my kids and be the lunch mom and go on the field trips and just be available for them. And so I did that. And just the dream changed a little bit, and it got bigger, and I needed more, and I just kept, I didn't give up on it. I didn't just say, oh, I'm just stuck in this job, and I wish I could do what I, want to do, but I can't, so I'm just going to do, I made my dreams come true. I made it happen. I wanted something, and I made it happen. So while I had to put this in here. So while my sales were growing and my business was growing, and I started going to some of the meetings, the sales meetings and the recognition dinners and stuff, I would hear things from other representatives like, oh, Theresa, you're so lucky, or, oh, it's easy for you, and I want to scream every time somebody says that to me, because it wasn't easy for me. I'm not lucky. I wasn't just driving down the road and customers were falling in my lap out of the car. Out of the sky into my lap. People just didn't pick up the phone and call me or come knocking on my door saying, oh, Theresa, I want to buy lipstick from you. I had my dream, and I had to make it work, and I had to make my dream come true. So there was no magic lamp that I could rub, and a genie didn't come out of the bottle and grant me wishes. There's no fairy godmother. There was no magic potion. It was just me and my dream, and I needed to do what I had to do to make my dream a reality. So I had to go find those customers myself, and I had to put out the brochures, and I had to talk to people. And again, I couldn't afford hundreds of brochures, so I took my 40 brochures, and I made sure that I got them into the hands of people that wanted the Avon. And I really learned the importance of the big FU, the follow-up. And I learned that everybody is busy and in their own lives. And, while they may have looked at the Avon book and they may have folded down some pages or they may have made a list, they didn't call me with the order. So I had to call them to see what they needed that campaign. And I just learned that if I made these calls, I got more orders. And I didn't always get orders, but I was establishing relationships too. I was talking to people. How's your husband? I know last time we spoke, he was sick. Is he feeling better? How's the new puppy? How, just you become friends and you establish relationships with these people. And, we aren't just salespeople, but we're friends to these people. We're compassionate, we're thoughtful, we're someone fun to talk to that's not complaining about the dishes not being done or not complaining, about anything. We're not like calling to gripe about the sister-in-law or whatever. We're just someone that's kind of a fun person to be around. What's more fun than lipstick and pocketbooks? So, we're not a bill collector or the boss or anything like that. We are the Avon lady. So establish these relationships with your customers, and don't. It's not just being the salesperson; it's being the friend too. Because we don't want to be a salesperson, and they don't want a sales call, but they'll talk to you if they consider a friend. Or just, a relationship, maybe not a friend, an acquaintance, but you do become friends with your customers. But it's not just all about the sale. And this applies to our team as well, while I'm on this subject. Get a little off the dream thing here, but, we have to stay connected to our teams too. And it's not just about picking up the phone and saying, you didn't place an order this week, or you didn't pay your bill, or whatever. It's about establishing these relationships with your team and knowing what's going on in their lives and knowing how you can help them. And, how many of us, and it does get a little harder when the teams get big. It's easier when the teams are smaller to be able to pick up the phone and make all these calls. But when you have hundreds of representatives, it does get a little harder. So if you can't make all the calls, maybe you could send an email just checking in to see how you're doing, what's going on. Or going through your downline manager and saying, wow, you had a great campaign this week, just a little positive something, it's not just about, you didn't place an order, or you got to pay your bill, or whatever. Establish a relationship with your team, with your representatives. So, and have you talked to your team about their dreams? Do you know what their dreams are? Because how are you going to help them succeed if you don't? And some of you guys are probably saying, Theresa, you haven't called me lately. And you're right, I haven't. I do try to. I try to keep in touch with everybody. It gets a little hard, and some people don't want me to be in touch with them. That's okay. But I do try to reach out to everybody. But if you want, you can call me too. I'll talk. I'll answer. Let's see. So, while we're talking about the team, my dream is to help as many of you reach President's Club or higher this year with your sales to make the extra money that you need to make your dreams come true. Because most every one of us signed up with something in mind when we did this. We needed to pay some extra bills, or we wanted to go on vacation, or Susie needs dance lessons, or we want, to do something with this. So I want to help you be successful so that you can make that dream come true, so that you can buy the new car, or help pay the rent, or go on that vacation, or send the kids to summer camp, or to do whatever it was that your dream might be. So I want you guys all to think about this. I know we all have lots of dreams, and some are big and some are small, but they're all important. And sometimes we can only achieve the small dreams at first, and that big one is so far off. But while we're on our way to achieving that big dream, we're working on these little dreams that we have. And they all change, that those dreams are going to change as your life changes and as your situations change too. But these dreams, none of them are going to come true by themselves. That just doesn't happen. You don't just sit there and say, I want a new car. I want a brand new car. And someone's just not going to drive up in your driveway and hand you the keys to a new car. You got to make that happen. So you either need to go sell more, you need to build a team, you need to change something, you need to do something to make your dream come true. Because we don't have fairy godmothers, we don't have genies. So think about what your dream is, what you really want, what's something that you really want to achieve, that you really want to happen in your life for you or for your family. And then make that dream come true. And don't let anyone around you talk you out of that dream. Don't talk yourself out of the dream. Sometimes we're our biggest problem. Sometimes we're the ones that stop ourselves. No, I can never do that. Oh, as much as I want to do that, that can't happen for me. The minute you say it can't happen for you, it's not going to, because you're not going to do anything to make it happen because you've already decided it's not going to. So you need to stop stopping yourself, and just make it, say, this is what I'm going to do, and then this is what I have to do it. So don't let anyone around you talk you out of your dreams. Don't talk yourself out of your dreams. It's your dream. Those are your dreams, and only you can make them come true. So my dreams were, earning Avon trips, which I do with as much and as often as I can. Going to Chicago now, going to Las Vegas in April, going to Las Vegas in August. Last year we were in Orlando, we were in Mexico, we were in Hollywood. I like these trips. I like to travel. I like to have a good time. I like my business. And if you haven't been on an Avon trip, go on one. You'll never want to miss another one. My dreams, the brand new car. I never owned a brand new car my whole life. Bought one 5 years ago. It's probably time to buy another new one, but I got to pick the color. I got to pick the accessories. I got to decide what my new car was going to be. It wasn't a used car on the lot. It wasn't a hand-me-down when somebody else bought a new car and I got the old car. It was my brand new car that I bought. Even though my husband said, just go buy a new car. I said, no, I want to do it with my Avon money. I want to do it. I want it to be something that I did. A little corny, maybe, but I did it. My dreams, the boys went to college. Being able to go to California to see my parents, my family, anytime I want without saying, oh my gosh, can we afford this? Is saving any more money, to say I could do it. It's not a big deal to want to travel or to go, do things anymore. It's not like, saving for years to be able to take this trip. I can do it if I want to now. This was huge, paying off my credit card debt. I did that a couple years ago. That was free and clear, all the credit card debt that we had accumulated over the years. Earning the crystal trophy, that was one of my dreams too. And we did, for team growth a couple years ago. I earned the crystal trophy. My next dream is to get one of those crystal trophies on the stage, to be in the top 10, to be on the stage and receive that. One of these days that's going to happen. That's been my dream for a long time, when I go on these trips and see the recognition and all the people all dressed up on the stage getting their crystal trophies. I'll be there one day. Haven't given up on that dream yet. And the rest of my dreams, I'm paying off the rest of the parent loans for the kids that went to college, so that the mister can retire and that we can travel. So my dreams will all come true, and we will travel. Are you going to make your dreams come true? See you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.